Hello guys, and welcome to episode 25 of my Civilization Beyond Earth playthrough, playing as Brasilia using the Purity Affinity. And in the last episode we took over a couple of settlements from the Franco-Iberians, but now we are focusing our attention onto the Slavic Federation, now that they have completed their beacon. And we're going to want to destroy that very shortly, so I made the Slavs declare war on the Franco-Iberians by using some favours. And now what I'm going to do is use that to get my own troops into position and attack them. So that should work out really well. Or at least I'm hoping that's how it'll work. We have our health buildings finishing off. We should probably finish some of these in this particular episode. But we don't have anything left to do this turn, I don't think. So let's move on to the next one. Looks like just one Centurion to move on. Anything else? I don't think so. Now it would be really good if we could get our health stable, because then we can build all of these health buildings really quickly and boost it to like a massive positive. What I'm really hoping for though is that the Franco-Iberians start putting a beating on the Slavs, and it forces them to move all of these battle suits up to the north side of their territory, whilst I can move all of these units down to Rangi and get them into a decent position to attack towards Krabros. So we're just going to have to move all of these units down individually probably, because I'm not quite sure where I want to put them all yet. Going to have to make sure that my battle suits can be in positions which they can walk round the canyons here, because at the moment only my Dragoons, the Devastator and the Destroyer can actually move over these canyons. The battle suits and the Centurions are going to have to walk round it in order to get to the beacon. At Rangi we will work on a gene smelter. And we'll fortify that Centurion for now. Let's bring this Centurion up towards Rangi. We'll fortify that for now as well. This Dragoon can move down to Freeland. And the Centurion can move out of Rangi. And that is all done. So, at Krabros, let's establish a network there. And let's see what's happening with my intrigue, because I saw that Santo Adrio had some intrigue problems. So let's move one from Dorado to Santo Adrio. And we'll move one from Ciudadela to, well, actually Dorado. We need the one in Dorado, so they can just switch around a little bit. And that should do nicely. Health coming down a little bit, or going up should I say, a little bit. We need to change the production of Xerxes so that once it comes out of martial law it can start working on a farmer lab straight away. Seems like a good choice, and we'll do the same at Masego. We can work on a gene garden there as soon as it's out of martial law, which shall be in 7 turns. In Xerxes it's 10 turns until martial law finishes. Now it's annoying because the Slavs are kind of preventing my units from moving on properly. And at the moment it seems that my units are being forced to walk all the way around. So we'll just fortify these units until healed. We can always move the units round past Pobeda here, because we do still have the open borders. We just have so many units to move, it's unbelievable. I'll move all the Dragoons onto this canyon here. So what I'll do is move them by freeland, keep them in my own territory for now, and then I can move them across the canyon there. Being condemned by Eridani, very well. That's not really a problem. You can see again that the movements of the Slavs are causing me issues. This Lev Destroyer can actually move the same direction as the Dragoons. You can probably move some Devastators that way as well. But what I'm planning to do here is get my Devastators to move on, so that they can actually be behind my frontline forces. These Wardens are going to have to go around the top side of this canyon as well. In Ispek, let's siphon energy. Centurion here can move forward. We'll fortify that Centurion. If I move this Dragoon out of the way, I can walk around this Warden. True battle suit from Berat can come all the way down. And this battle suit can stay on the border at the south side. Lev Destroyer can move on. And so can the Devastator. So it's pretty much just going to be a lot of troop movement. Don't necessarily want to call out every move I'm making, because I know it can get a bit boring. So I'll probably just do it. Fortify that battle suit and we can move on to the next turn. So the AI aren't really doing much by the looks of things. General Vadim Kozlov is worried that I'm mobilizing near his colony. Should I just declare war? I don't think so. We'll just say we mean no harm for now. This probably will bite me in the arse, but we have plenty of time to really prepare to attack the Slavs, so there's no rush. Going to move the Predators to Rangi though. Let's move this true battle suit all the way around the bottom side. I can move a Warden all the way around here as well. Now what I'd like is for these units to get out my way. Because at the moment this open borders thing is really, really annoying. I want to get all these Centurions to the front so I can place my Wardens and Devastators behind them. Just going to have to fortify it there for now. The Dragoons are pretty much in position there. Although I'm going to move these two down actually. That one can move to that tile and this one can move to that tile. They'll be ready to push on to Stanimir. The Lev Destroyer can take up position on that lake. True battle suit following up the armies. Can't really go very far. There's literally so many units, it's gridlocked. Or should I say hex locked. You can choose a production anyway at Rahi. So let's get a trade depot there. Seems like a good shout. and we can work on a gene smelter in Jimboomba. A quest decision. Do we want +2 science from gene smelters or extra health? +1 health is definitely what we want. Great. So our energy per turn is actually going up as well as our health. So it seems our nation might sort itself out before we go back to war. Let's just check how many turns I have until the Slavs win the game. "24 turns we have to work with. Have the Franco-Iberians worked on another mine flower? It says it's going to take 24 turns for them. Doesn't look like they've made another one. I should be able to see it if they have. Anyway, this warden can fortify where it is. This true lev tank can actually stay right there. And again, we can move on to the next turn. We shall actually have another virtue soon. To continue to gain favours with the Slavs, even though we're going to declare war on them soon. But the reason I'm going to do that is so that we can just tell them to declare war on someone else before we go to war with them ourselves. So space is sort of coming available for my units to move forward now. Just going to fortify that battle suit. Actually, no, I won't do it on that tile because that has miasma, so we'll move it onto that tile. This battle suit can sit on that tile there. The warden in the settlement can fortify. Predators can be set on air interception. We'll move this Devastator around here. And we'll actually want a Devastator at the bottom side. So what I'll do is probably send one down to Pembela. That can help take over Stanimir. We'll work on a gene smelter at Harta. I'm filling the void quest decision. Do we want +5% city energy from field reactors or +2 orbital coverage from field reactors? I guess we want the extra energy, so let's go for that. Got a few more unit movements to do. Move forward that Lev Destroyer. And this Devastator if I can. I don't think I can, so we'll just leave it where it is. This Devastator needs to move into friendly territory. Well, actually, I'll just move it onto this tile for now. And that can help attack Pobeda. I really want to see what the Lev Destroyer looks like when it attacks, because I don't think in any of my playthroughs so far that I have actually seen that happen. It'd also be useful to build another one. But I don't think I really have the capacity to do so at the moment, especially considering I'm working on so many gene smelters. So open borders ended, thank God. That means I can move my units into position properly. We can choose a production in New Hope. So let's work on a cloning plant there. And a quest decision. Strength in numbers. Do we want +10% city production or +10% city science? I guess we want the extra science, so we'll go for that. That Centurion can fortify. Lev Destroyer can fortify. This Tube Battlesuit can move up here. That one can fortify. Dragoon can be set to do nothing. Fortify these units. Move this Dragoon down. I'm going to move this Devastator down as well. It's looking good. Got a Warden into position. Battlesuit can fill the gap there. This one can move forward as well. Let's just fortify that Devastator so it heals up. And do we have an agent in Dorado? Let's just check. We do. Okay, so that should help reduce the intrigue level that's just gone up. Great. Loads of people declaring war on each other. Australia is allied once again with the African Union. Hutama declared war on the Pan-Asians, along with the Africans declaring war on Eridani, and Hutama declaring war on Kavithan. So Hutama making some enemies here, probably because he has the African Union at his back. Now our covert agent was promoted, good. We've finished establishing a network, and the intrigue level in Dorado decreased. Okay, so let's choose an operation for Krabrost. Looks like we just finished the network there, so we can now siphon energy. Fortify that Warden. I'm just going to sleep these Dragoons now. This Devastator can come round to the bottom side. And what we're going to do is collapse from the top and the bottom toward the beacon, which is here. And take all the settlements on the way, including the capital, hopefully. Although the priority is to get to the beacon first, which means Serik will probably be our first target. The good thing about the Slavs is they haven't invested in much city defense like the Franco-Iberians have, so these should be a lot easier to take over. Actually going to move that unit back, and then what I'll do is try and switch these round so I can have a battlesuit in front of the Devastators there. These battlesuits aren't in a great position, so we'll bring them down to the bot side. And this Dragoon can actually fill the gap up here alongside a Devastator. So it seems that my nation is in recovery. The Gene Smelter in Citadella finishing this turn, I think. Yep. And we can work on a Promethean. That actually looks like a good choice, because that city will no longer produce unhealth. Let's develop a virtue. Not really anything significant this time round. Let's get Pioneer Spirit, I think. Then we can head towards Gift Economy, then Mind Over Matter. And then we can go toward Hands Never Idle. And then Eudaimonia. 15% less negative health. That looks really good. So move that battlesuit into position. This Devastator can move back to where it was. That Devastator can fortify. Leave that Dragoon on and sleep it. Fortify that battle suit. Bring this one round as well. This Devastator can come over. Great. So all our troops pretty much in position. I don't want to leave it too long to start the attack. African Union just being a bit insulting. That's fine by me. You can see at the end of every turn how much trade we have going on. It's pretty cool actually. We can work on a feed site hub at Santo Adrio. This true battle suit can move down to the bottom side. Now the reason I'm moving them all the way around down here is because there's canyons in between these mountains. So they have to attack from the bottom. Same reason that the Centurions and battle suits are set up here. So I'll just fortify that, now it's in position. And we'll continue the wait. Masego has come out of martial law, so that's given us a nice boost in energy. Xerxes will do in 3 turns. Berat in 8 turns. Maeve is going to finish the clinic this turn as well. So health just going to keep going up. So now at Boa Esperança we will work on a feed site hub. At Central the same. And at Freeland the gene smelter. In Maeva we may as well get the Cyto nursery. This Devastator can fortify. We'll continue to let my nation repair. I knew there was always going to be a chance that I could get my health back to positive. And it seems that all I needed to do was wait. We'll wait as long as we can. But I get the feeling that we're going to have to declare war in the next few turns at least. Because otherwise it will be too late to take out the beacon. Because we have to remember that although we do have a lot of forces, they are going to put up a lot of resistance. We'll work on the gene smelter in Rahi. Pretty important that we get that going. And again, just another turn moving on now that all of my units are fortified. There's pretty much no more military movement to do. All the boring stuff out of the way. Once we're actually at war though, and we're actually attacking stuff, the military movement will be really interesting. The African Union attacking the Pan-Asians. That's fine by me. Xerxes is now under our control. Let's put our energy up to plus 154. We can actually start buying some of these health buildings. Especially once we finish social dynamics. I think we'll go one more turn. Finish social dynamics and then I'll buy some of those Soma distilleries. Hutama made peace with Pan-Asians. And Hutama made peace with Kavitha as well. Eridani made peace with the African Union. So those wars didn't last very long. I think the Slavs and the Franco-Iberians are still at war though. Yes, they are. That's going to weaken both nations for me, which is just great.
Culture and fashion are racked by pointless ideological wars. Whichever ideology wins immediately becomes cliché.
Social dynamics complete, and we have access to the Soma distillery. So let's buy a couple of them. I'll buy one at Citadella. Going to cost me 1,140. Seems worth the investment. And at Santo Adrio, I'll do the same. Okay. 22 turns until the Promethean is finished. 3 turns until our Exodus gate is finished. And it seems that with our health sorting itself out, the production modifier, the negative production modifier, has got better, allowing us to build things quicker. Because if you can remember, when I actually assigned Citadella to build the Promethean, it was like 34 turns. It's already down to like 22, even though we haven't moved on, was it 12 turns in this episode? So we'll just check the victory conditions again, just to make sure we're not getting too complacent. 15 turns remaining. It looks like we're going to have to declare war. So let's do it this turn. Seems that the Slavs are prepared for it. Let's go ahead and make the call.
Sztuczyca niszczy. Dawajcie ochranim naszu.
Okay. So let's use my artillery to attack their battle suits. Let's attack the true battle suit here with the Lev Destroyer. Blimey, that looked pretty epic. We can attack this Dragoon with our Devastator. Can this Devastator do anything? Nope, not quite. So let's now just leave these Centurions fortified, because I'm pretty sure the true battle suits will attack them. We can attack this true battle suit with our own. That's fine. Move the Devastator on and set us up for an attack. We can use this Warden to hit the true battle suit as well. We'll use our Devastator here. I was going to say to attack this Dragoon, but it doesn't look like we can. So let's just attack it with our own Dragoon. We'll move around and attack it with this one as well, just to weaken it a lot. And we can start to move our battle suits on the bottom side here towards Stanimir. Gonna move that Devastator away. Enemy battle suit there. Let's hit that with the Devastator. Oh, I can't. How annoying. What about with the Warden? Yes, I can do that. Then I can hit it with this true battle suit. And we'll move this true battle suit forward so it's in the way of the Warden being attacked. Just going to move that Devastator onto a tile in which it can't be attacked by the true battle suit. Any other units we need to move? We'll just keep all the Centurions fortified, like I said. Don't want to move forward that battle suit, else it'll get hit by Pobeda for free. Just bring that unit forwards. Let's move across this true Lev tank. And that should be it. I think all of my military units are woken up. We can continue the war. I really just want to see the Slavs kill themselves. Seems that people are hating me for my over-aggressive nature. Well, that's just too bad. So there we go. Shooting down 2 of the enemy's aircraft. My destroyer having none of it. Battlesuits having a little skirmish. Not too much damage done on either side. But even though this war's just started, it has unfortunately been my time. So many messages to look through. But I'll do that in the next episode because, like I say, it has unfortunately been my time. So we're going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.